In the early hours of January 15, 1966, silence ruled Nigeria. But beneath that silence, gunfire was coming. Men in uniform, young, angry, and determined, moved through the streets with one mission: to end corruption and reclaim the soul of their nation. Before the sun could rise, Nigeria's first Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, would be gone forever. His body found days later by the roadside, lifeless and broken. How did a man once celebrated as the golden voice of Africa become a victim of every freedom he helped create? This is the tragic story of Tafawa Balewa, a teacher, a leader, and a man whose death changed Nigeria forever. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was born in December 1912 in a small village in Bauchi, northern Nigeria. He began life as a teacher, soft-spoken, intelligent, and deeply rooted in faith. Education shaped him, humility guided him. He rose through the rank of education to politics, becoming one of the founding members of the Northern People's Congress. His calm voice and moderate views made him the bridge between the North and South.
I'm sure that late though it already is, it is not too late.
Between the British and the Nigerian people, Balewa's diplomacy helped Nigeria gain independence in 1960 as the new nation's first prime minister. He stood proudly beside Governor General Nnamdi Azikiwe when the green and the white flag rose for the first time. Our success depends on our unity and our ability to see ourselves as one people, he once said. But behind that unity were deep divisions, tribal, political, and regional, waiting for the right spark to explode. By 1964, Nigeria was no longer the hopeful nation it once was. Elections were tainted by violence and corruption. Regional leaders accused one another of manipulation and greed. The military was restless, angry, and disillusioned. Balewa's leadership, once praised for calm and wisdom, began to look slow and indecisive. He was a teacher trying to control a classroom that no longer listened. The western region bored with chaos. The northern allied held tightly to power. The east under Nnamdi Azikiwe and later Michael Okpara demanded equality. To many Nigerians, independence had brought freedom but not justice. And so in the shadows, a group of young army officers began to plan. It was quiet night in Lagos, January 15, 1966. While most Nigerians slept, soldiers loyal to Major Shukuma Kaduna Nzeogwu moved into action. Their targets were clear: the political allies, the symbols of corruption, the men they had believed failed the nation. In Lagos, Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa was at home, unaware that his final night had begun. Around 2 a.m., the silence shattered. Gunfire cracked the air. Soldiers stormed into his residence, arresting him along with other top officials. Balewa, the calm leader who once spoke peace, was now a captive in his own country. What happened next remains one of the Nigerians' greatest political mysteries. For days, the Prime Minister's whereabouts were unknown. The military took control of major cities. Rumors spread. Some said he was in custody. Others whispered he had fled. But 1 week later, on a lonely road near Lagos, the truth emerged. Balewa's body was found, lifeless, dumped beside the finance minister, Festus Okotie-Eboh. There were no gunshot wounds on Tafawa Balewa's body. No clear cause of death. Some claim he was strangled. Others said he died of shock or heart failure. To this day, the mystery remains unknown. The man who once united Nigeria with words had been silenced without a single one. The coup changed everything. Northern leaders were furious, believing the assassination of Balewa and other politicians was an attack on the North itself. In response to this belief, a lot of counter-coups happened, revenge killings, and ethnic mistrust began to consume the country. Within months, Major General Johnson Aguiyi-Ironsi, a Negro officer, took power, but his government would also fail to another coup, this time led by the North. The cycle of blood had begun, and Nigeria would never be the same again. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa's death was more than the end of a man. It was the end of innocence in Nigerian politics. His calm diplomacy and faith in dialogue may have seemed outdated in a time of chaos, but his ideas still echo through generations. He believed in peace when others wanted a war. He believed in unity when others saw only thrive. And even in death, he became a symbol, a reminder of what leadership once meant. Today, history remembers him as the golden voice of Africa, a man whose voice built bridges and whose silence broke a nation. More than half a century later, the mystery of Tafawa Balewa's death still lingers. Was he killed for power, for politics, or for peace itself? No one truly knows. But one thing is certain: on that cold night in 1966, Nigeria lost more than a leader. It lost a part of its soul. Sometimes, history isn't just written in victory, it is written in silence.